your time to shine.
Last but most definitely not least.
No way.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I'll just share my screen. Just need to work the nerves. So guys, my name is Tess Darby and I'm the last presentation for the night. So I'm just like to thank everyone for sticking around for this. So today I'll be talking about my environmental issue, like why I've chosen this issue and how I'm going to try and solve this problem, which will be my project. So my project will be dealing with the problem of, it's the increasing issue of plastic pollution in our oceans. And so, next slide. Now, Taryn touched base on this, but this is a whole island of plastic, as he said, is named the Great Pacific Garbage Patch in the central northern Pacific Ocean. So if you guys have never heard of it, it's 1.6 million square kilometers. So it's very big. That's the size of 3 countries. It's 3 times the size of France and twice the size of Texas. So what is plastic pollution? How bad is it really? So plastic pollution is the accumulation of plastic objects and particles in the Earth's environment that, as a result, harms wildlife, habitats, and humans. So the debris is categorized into 3 different categories, and this is micro, meso, and macro, also meaning that micro will be the smallest and macro being the biggest. So what's Australia's situation with this? Well, on average, Australians use 130 kilograms of plastic per person each year, and only 90% of that is actually recycled. So 130,000 tons of this plastic will still find its way into our waterways and make its way to the ocean. So as a country, we use 6.9 billion plastic bags a year, 3.6 billion of those, which are plastic shopping bags. So if you tied these 6.9 billion plastic bags together, they would travel around the world 42.5 times. So what's my goal here? Really, the initial goal was to decrease the amount of wildlife that are harmed by the plastic that ends up in our ocean. But the ultimate goal, which is a little more specific, is I want to decrease the amount of plastic that ends up in our ocean by raising people's awareness of the severity of this issue and supporting initiatives that work to reduce the amount of plastic in our oceans. So why did I choose to do plastic pollution? Well, it's always been a passion of mine to work with animals in all aspects of wildlife. It's just always been a dream. And so unfortunately, it has become clear to me that I can't work with animals if there's no animals to work with. So this motivates me to try and stop any more animals from being harmed by the plastic pollution, which is killing them. And so also this project brings in one of my other passions, which is art. Now, art and animals have always been 2 passions of mine that have never really intersected, giving me a clear career. And so that's what the joy of this project is. It brings those 2 together, and in the end, it benefits the environment. So with my project, I'm trying to stop this from becoming this. Now, in all aspects, we are already at this stage, and I'm trying to help solve this problem. So I'm taking a different approach compared to the other participants of this program. I'm taking it more from an artistic point of view, which really brings in my passion. So how am I going to solve this problem? Well, my idea is an art business with the double purpose of raising people's awareness and donating a percentage of proceeds to anti-plastic pollution initiatives. So the proceeds aspect is the organisation and initiative supporting products. That will be, say, decorations, coasters, jewellery, photo prints of my own personal photography, paintings, cards, keychains, etc. And so these are some examples of mine that I have made. And for those of you who can see my camera, I actually have them right here. So they make for a lovely wall decoration. We've made a beach-themed wall decoration using the product of resin. So it's still in the experimenting phase. There's quite a lot of variables involved in this, well, technique. And I have actually made some yesterday. So we have a clear silver flake coaster and a glitter coaster for those of you who aren't a fan of blue. We cater for all. And so these can have multiple purposes. It could be a wall decoration. It could be a tray for hors d'oeuvres or appetizers, a pizza tray, if you're like me. So the awareness aspect will be in the form of gallery pieces that will work to purely raise people's awareness. So while they can be featured in galleries, these can come in many different art forms, such as sculptures, paintings, drawings, digital art, etc. So this is my inspiration for my awareness piece. And this is a photo of a whale that has washed up on a beach. And it was later discovered that its whole stomach was filled with plastic. So this gave me my inspiration because animals these days are basically made out of plastic. And so that brings me to my actual gallery piece. This is a sketch, the initial sketch of my gallery piece, the inspiration being a jellyfish. With assistance from my brother Lockie, we have made the top head out of chicken wire. And as you can see, as I've written, it will be filled with plastic and rubbish, while the tentacles and the inner parts are made of plastic bottles and plastic strips for the outside areas. And successfully it was made. So this is the finished product. So from the left-hand side, it looks like just a normal average jellyfish, except for the plastic bottles, of course. On the side, you can see the difference being the sheet and the plastic items inside. And then to the very right-hand corner, you can see the actual front full-on closer view of the plastic. So where is this going? Well, hopefully this will be with two fronts. It can feature in arts markets, such as the Warrigal Farmers Market, along with Warrigal Arts Market, Yarragon Markets, Druin Craft and Produce, because I am local in Warrigal, so these are the only ones I really have access to. For the younger people, I have an Instagram account for my business, for those of you who know what Instagram is. So that is a picture right there. It is tad_art398. And I have updated it with photos of my resin products. Few things I still need to add, but this is the actual photo of it a couple of weeks ago with my logo in the middle. So basically the social media is for, you know, the younger generation, and the market's more for those who want to go out and do their shopping when we're allowed. So no offense, it is for the older generation. No offense, please. And things I'm still considering and where this could be going is the actual pricing of these products. I think about $10 for 2 or 3 coasters. And this really depends on the size, because I would like to take it further and potentially make tables with parts of wood filled with resin. And so far it is just small scale with the trays I have made already and the wall decorations. But I really want to expand into those different areas. So I'm also considering the other products I might potentially make. I have many ideas for this aspect, and the actual packaging of this product. So if it is through the post, I cannot control that packaging, but like Kaylin and Caitlin, I would try to make something that's non-plastic, so it's not defeating the purpose of this. So since it is a business, I will try to maybe do in the future merchandise, such as t-shirts, or if you're like me and you prefer singlets, featuring the logo somewhere on the shirt. And basically, I will try to have a Facebook account soon. And another idea of mine is programs which teach sustainability. It really raises the awareness through sustainable art. And so this might be done in my own school of Marasan College, as I recently received the honour of being arts captain. So that gives me some influence somewhere. And I have organised with a representative from my school who's here tonight to try and have my jellyfish somewhere in the school to really show that we are supporters of sustainability and that we really would like to stop plastic pollution. So the gallery pieces in the future, I would hope to showcase them in different galleries to really show it off and really emphasize the meaning of this. As for those programs I mentioned before, those can also be teaching techniques, and I reckon that would go a great way for those considering art and how it too can make a big impact with something like this that doesn't seem quite related to it. So really at the end of all of this, I want to just try and turn this ocean of plastic back into the once beautiful clear blue ocean that it once was. That's it. Thank you, guys. If you have any questions, you could turn on your microphone and ask.
Yeah, can I buy one of those?
Me too.
Plates? No, Taryn, sorry, I want first.
Yeah, Taryn's like, I've already jumped in.
Yeah, I already have first preference, so yeah.
I have to decorate the caravan somehow, guys. Come on.
Christmas is coming up. I was wondering how many you might be able to make between now and maybe mid-November or end of November.
What's coming up?
Christmas.
Well, they take 24 hours to fully set. There are a few variations that I need to deal with, but so far we have had good results with the boards we have made already.
That is beautiful.
Oh,
I hope you'll be charging more than $10 for that.
If it goes, that's just an estimate. I don't fully know the pricing because it's quite a costly technique. So
I think people, like, I would pay $40 for that size artwork. Like, I would pay $40 for something like that, and I'm sure that's like the going price. Peter's got something. Let's see what Peter's got.
While we're waiting for Peter, oh, here she is.
I paid like $60 for this thing. And it's like tiny. So you could charge upwards of that easily, Tess, to cover your costs. And then I guess also you're wanting to be donating some of those profits. Did you think about what charities you wanted to align with? Sorry if I interrupted.
Well, I cannot remember who it was, but I took advice and I decided to do a different charity initiative organization every month. So I don't want to over donate to one organisation when another one might need attention. So it will try to be a different one every month. When I post new products, I will put a hashtag or link with the actual organisation so people know what their money is going towards and helping.
And that's a little bit like, I think we spoke about it, Tess, didn't we? There's a couple of local t-shirt manufacturers down here that do that every month. They change which local organisation they're donating 10% of every t-shirt to. And it's really amazing because it gets them, one, community awareness, because people who are involved in the school or involved in Philpar Nature Parks are completely different groups. So straight away, just by them being associated with them, they're raising the awareness of their brand as well. And I just think it's amazing, let alone we haven't even spoken about the jellyfish.
Yeah, you said you had a representative from your school here. Can you point them out?
She's not going to talk probably, but Narelle, she's a teacher at my school, and I have gotten in contact with her, and we will try to talk my principal into putting this jellyfish in a very prominent part of our school, and then moving it somewhere where it's still present, but it's just, it was convincing was easy, because just imagining the plastic bottles and the strips just going in the wind, as that is always common down in Warragul. I'm really hoping that it goes through.
It's great.
And Tess, we do have a location lined up, and I've got the final meeting on Monday to get it organised.
Yeah.
Yay! Thanks, Narelle. Oh, this is great news.
Fantastic.
All your hard work's going to be on display, raising awareness just like you want it to. This is great. And I know we've got Chris Valley here from the zoo, and I mentioned to you, Tess, the Zoos Victoria do displays of things like this all the time, where they show works of recycled plastic to raise awareness of marine debris and other plastics to our environment. And they work closely with Nat Geo. So that's something you could potentially work towards in the future.
Yeah, that might be good. I might have to make another one, a different wildlife. It wouldn't be possible without the amazing help of my brother Lockie and the rest of my family. So he gets a shout out.
Oh, well done, Lockie. Well, I've already added you on Instagram, just so you know, because I'm ordering the resin art first, everybody. But this is just amazing. And I think if you can really align yourself with particular organizations, or, you know, set yourself in that direction, then you're just going to be able to raise awareness. And just think about the money that you want to put on it as well, so that you cover your costs, but also you're able to donate some of those profits and not be out of pocket yourself as well. So that's probably, if I was thinking, Claudette, of the next step for Tess, is trying to work out what she wants to charge and where she's going to do it, because we will come to Warragul Farmers Market to buy those.
Yeah.
Well, I can't yet, but I would.
Neither
once
can we.
I'm not sure if you've seen the chat test, but Melissa from Tangaroa Blue has said that she'd love to sell the coasters at the not-for-profit tours once they're able to run again. And if you're keen, she's left her email address down there. So already you've got people reaching out to you. Like, your artwork is beautiful.
I've written it down. I've also written down Demi Simons, who is someone Chris Vella has mentioned, that's a Melbourne-based artist that does work that links to environmental issues and raises awareness as well. So that's someone you could perhaps get in touch with about the process and how she went about designing and getting those affiliations. I just think, Tess, we heard about your designs and you said, I'm going to try resin and just see how it goes. And that was like a week ago. And look what you've made. Like, it's beautiful.
Thank you. And I know I actually did get, because they have wooden base boards, so the back is actually wooden. And so I know where I bought them, so I will be able to make plenty for those of you who want to buy them.
Oh, Tiana. Also, Tess, have you thought about a logo? So you could get like a stamp made to stamp on the bottom of every one of your products, perhaps. So it definitely, you know, raises awareness for your business as well.
Yep. I actually did have a logo there. It was which is my initials, Tess and Darby, and works out very well because you can put art down the middle. So that was my actual logo, and
awesome.
Yeah, that's
I wonder, as Taryn just said in the chat, if you could get like a wood burn stamp so that you could put it on the bottom of every one of your products, and then not only are you raising awareness, you know, through your sales, but you're raising awareness so you get more sales in the future as well.
Yeah, I was mainly just happy to be able to mix my love of animals and my absolute love of art, which has shown to be having to be more of a side career, but through this project, which I will try to pursue throughout my life, I will try to still be able to do art because I'm very passionate about it. And I just want to thank my family who is here tonight, who have always supported and really embraced my art.
I love that. And I do want to know, is it something you want to keep doing, Tess? This is probably a question Claudette's wondering. Is it something you want to continue to do?
Yeah, well, I do want to keep doing art. So if this is a way that I can still showcase my art and it can be beneficial for the environment, I will definitely pursue it as my business while working at hopefully a zoo or aquarium. Sea life is the dream.
You might get there. It might be you and Taryn running the joint one day. Elliot will be on the social media. It'll all be happening. The girls will be making the t-shirts and the bags. You guys will be running the joint in the future. Tess, that was so great. Thank you so much for sharing your, not only your passion, but your skills with us. Like, I think I told you I can't do art. Whatever art is, I can't do it. So to see someone that can, it's just amazing. And I can't wait to see what you do in the future, and hopefully we'll be there helping you with it.